Usually these speeches involve me talking about how I've spent my past 5 years, how I started out, and afterwards you people leave, forget everything, and say, yeah, no more school, time to get loose. That's not what's going to happen. This speech is going to be about you, not me. Granted, some parts will still be about which is perfect. So, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the 2014 Valedictorian speech presented by myself. A speech about how you've all evolved and changed these past 5 years. To start off, let me ask you this. Why are we all here? Why are we here at this graduation assembly? All the other animals out there are either A, eating, B, reproducing, C, walking around so they can reproduce some more. Why are we people able to invent so many amazing things while no one animal? Why do we have a sense of right and wrong, but all the other animals just eat their young? Why do we care about the way we look? The others don't care. Why do we get smashed at parties and brag about it? The cows eat grass, they don't chill. What is the main difference between us and every single other living organism? I bet one of you in the audience is thinking, yeah, it's clearly because we have a greater cognitive ability than we do. Think we'll ape it. That's not it, no. It's a lot more simple. Listen closely. The reason we humans are so good is because we are social. I kid you not. We humans have the ability to build relationships, to communicate our information to others, to pass it on, and they will pass it on to more people. We have the power of idea flow. We can work together, and we are sort of united. So even though Isaac Newton was this great person, if we didn't have this idea flow, all of the ideas would have just been stuck in his head. We wouldn't have advanced this far. And where do we develop or perfect our social skills? Yes, right here in Modbury High School for the past 5 years. This is where we've grown and advanced all of our social skills. Even if you've forgotten everything after you leave the doors today, you still will have your social skills. The experiences you had, the relationships you build, and the social skills you've got. So, you've changed. Since the day you started your age now, you've changed. Without even knowing. But why have you all changed? Yes, you changed because puberty physically or but we're talking about mental change. So, let's look, to answer this, let's go back to the start, the dark days. The time when life went from an easy setting to a super hard camper level setting. So, from the happy days of primary school, you come to a place where anything you do can and will be used against you. Maybe you face things like rejection, isolation, degradation, humiliation. So, it brings a tear to my eye to even talk about this. What? You faced all this, and as the years go by, you faced more challenges. You faced the pressure of tests, assignments. You've done all-nighters in year 12 with all the pressure. You faced all of this. And I like to call all these things selective pressures. In nature, organisms which have the right characteristics are able to meet these selective pressures. Then they survive, reproduce, and then overall the species have those characteristics. For us, the ideas and actions that enable us to get through all of these challenges, they survive. And over these 5 years, these ideas and actions are what define us. So we have basically evolved through a process known as the Tajwar natural selection principle. It's not real, not yet, but it will be. We've all grown. We've all evolved our skills. Your greatest change comes from when you yourself decide that it's time to change. And this usually happens when you hit your lowest point. There might have been some points in this year where you felt completely defeated. Some points you said, the world just isn't going your way. And I certainly have. Chemprac. Oh, so bad. But in these moments, you have to endure. You endure them. And you tell yourself, it's not my fault. It's the universe. My life was going too well. Then they said, you know, we have to do something to make it more interesting. So you use the anger you built up in those moments and use it to fuel your revenge against the universe. Now, I'll become a person so awesome that you can't do anything to me. But there's a difference between the Tajwar natural selection and the normal natural selection, because in nature, you don't get it. You can't do it, you're out. But here in school, and since we're social people, we can get help from our peers, our parents, and so on. But or we can get help from the people who are designed to give us help, the teachers. The guardian angels sent you to help us. Whether you have disagreements with something or you just don't agree with some of their decisions, you can't deny the fact that if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be the person you are today, or you wouldn't be where you are today. So I would like to thank every single one of them for their hard work, and Mr. James Dundon for enlightening me to this Tajwar National Selection. Mr. James Dundon. There's the good teachers, there are the great teachers, then there are the super teachers, then there are the ultimates, people who are at the peak of this natural selective order. These people have given their all to help us, who think of us more than they think of themselves. I'm not even worthy to talk about these people, but I still will because I just can't stop. And you've got people like Miss Chrysler, who marks work in like 5 seconds. We don't have to wait up for it. Then you've got Mr. Dundon, who focuses on understanding, which is clearly the main thing to do with learning. And you've got Mr. Kovac, who stays back at school until like 9 o'clock to mark people's work. Then you've got Mr. Sharma, who's an all-around chill person. So, I am in that debt, and when I get the dosh in the future, I might get $1 million in the mail because I take care of it. So, we've evolved these past, we've changed, but are we ready for the real world? Can we go out there right now? Well, if you have the idea that, you know, I'll just do average, get C's in school, and you do mediocre, that's not going to work in the real world. Because the real world, they don't look at the people who are in the middle. They look at the people who are at the top. They don't even look at who's number 2. Number 1 or nothing. It's a cutthroat system. You either go hard or you go home. That's what you're going to have to be prepared for. But it's okay. You just got to work hard. You just have to do it. You just have to give it all you have. But working hard doesn't guarantee success. We don't live in a world of certainties. We live in a world of probabilities. Increasing work increases the probability of success. The rest just comes from how much you want it. That's where we're at. So, I stand before you today, and I'm here talking to you, and mark this day on your calendars, people. Because today is the day you heard a speech from the guy who's going to invent the world's first teleport. Anybody, why is this guy so overconfident? Why is he like Matt Allen and always pumping himself up? It is because of confidence. If you want to achieve your dreams, you have to have confidence. You can't say, oh, I might get it, or I hope I get it. You have to say that I will do it. I will do it. You can't have any doubts. And I stand before you in front of the entire universe, and I say every single one of you will achieve your dreams if you work hard at it. And if you don't, I'll take responsibility. I'll bear your burdens for you. Okay? Unless your dreams are really, really dull. Okay? Then we'll have to work out something else. But we've evolved, and we will keep on evolving. We will keep on changing. More selective pressures out there, and we will keep changing to our environment. We'll get better and better and better. You know who you are right now, but you don't know who you can be in the future as you change. Thank you.